Hey guys, welcome back in CodeSphere. So today in this video, this is a part 2 of creating user profile using Firestore. So guys, in the first part, we have created the XML file. As you can see on the screen that this is our show profile and this is our create profile activities. So in this part, we will code main activity.java part. So first of all, you can see that this is our main activity.java and here I have already created a show profile method. But this time we need to code in create profile. So simply go to create profile main activity and here first of all what we will do is we will declare some variables for our edit text and text view. So simply write edit for image view, but we don't need for image view, yes guys, because we are using the on click method. So after this, here simply write a private URI and this is a image URI simply, and then after this here we will write private static final integer and this will be pick image underscore image equals to 1, and then here we will write upload task, then upload task. And now guys, after this I would like to show you that which dependencies you have to add in your Gradle build for doing this. So first dependency is Firebase Firestore, and then Picasso, and then Firebase Storage. These are the three most important dependencies that you have to add in your Gradle build, and you can see its version is updated. So add this before starting. So after this here we will write Firebase Storage and then Firebase Storage, then storage reference. So storage reference will be storage reference, and then variable for Firestore. So simply write db, and then again this is for document reference equals to document reference. So guys, I think these are the all variables that we have to give in our main activity.java. So after this here we will give reference for all of this. So simply write et. So guys, now you can see that I have declared all the, I have given all the reference for the variables. So make sure that you have given all these, and I have just cropped the video for making it short and useful, because I know that every YouTuber, everyone who watch video on YouTube, they want the video to be short and useful. That's why I have cropped that part. So make sure you give all the reference, because if you will miss anyone, then it will cause runtime crashing. So after this here we will write that db, document reference equals to db dot collection, and collection name will be user, and then after this our document will be profile, then done. So after this, there is one more thing that we need to do is just after this firestore simply write equals to, then here we will write firestore dot get instance. So this is a line that you have to add, and now you can see that we have created the reference for document reference, and now we'll create reference for our storage. So simply write storage reference equals to Firebase Storage dot get instance. So simply type get instance dot get reference, and here we will give that profile image, and inside that poster, inside that folder, so there will be a folder created in the will be created in Firebase Storage of name profile images, profile image, and inside that all the images of our user will be saved. So after this, after giving this reference, here we need to write simply this button dot set on click listener method, then new, then on click listener method. So now you can see that this is our method. So here we will simply create a method that upload data, and then close it. So guys, it is showing red because we have not created it. So after this, come inside this choose image method. So here what we will do, that when the user will click on this image view, then user will be able to choose image, pick any image. For this simply write intent, then intent equals to new intent, and after this here we will write that intent, we will fix its type. So simply write set type, and it will be image, then slash, then star. So after this semicolon. So now you can see after this simply write intent dot set action, and it will be intent then we need dot, then action get content. After this simply write semicolon. Then last line is that we need to write start activity for result. So start activity for result, you can see it is showing here. Then simply write intent and pick image, that integer variable. So what this will do, it will simply allow user to choose any image, and then after this here we will create a method for, here we will use that on activity result. So simply write on activity for result. So you can see that this is our method, it is showing here on activity result. So it will simply help us to load that image in image view. So here first of all we will check that if request code equals to pick image request, that if we have picked any image, then what will happen, pick image, and then after this result code equals to result okay, result okay, and then again we will check that data not equals to null. It means that we have picked some data, and then data dot get data. So get data is not equals to null, and then we can proceed. So after this start bracket, and inside it we will simply write that image URI equals to data dot get data, and then semicolon. And after this here we will use the Picasso, that it is open source library for loading images in image view. So here we are using it. So I have explained you that how you can implement it. You need to add its library in your Gradle build for using Picasso. So simply write Picasso, then dot get, then load. We will pass that image URI dot into, and this will be image view. So it is not showing because we have not created it. So simply go here, and then not there, simply write image view, then image view equals to not equals to simply this, and inside simply write find image view, not URI, image view equals to find view by id, r dot id dot image, because we have not given any id. So go back to this XML file, and here we need to give the given id for our image view. So simply write id, it will be image view underscore cp. Yes guys, now it's complete. So now go back to create profile activity, and here we will give that id image view cp. Now we are able to find that image view. So it's time to load into, and we will give that image view here. Yes guys, now you can see that we have. So what it will do, that when we will choose any image, then it will simply load that image in that image view. So now we will create a string for the getting, for detecting the file extension, that which what is the extension of this file. So simply write private, then void, and then after this here we will write get. So instead of void we will create a string, because it will saved in as a string. So simply write get file ext for extension, then we will give parameter URI, then again URI. Now we will start bracket, and inside this we will simply write content resolver, then content resolver equals to get content resolver, then semicolon, and after this here we will write mime type map, and mime type map equals to mime type map dot get singleton. Then after this we will return mime type map dot get extension from mime type. Then inside it we will paste that content resolver dot get type, then URI, and then semicolon. So is what this string will do, it will detect the extension of the file of the image, and after this we need to create that method upload data. So simply write private void, then upload data, and it's time to upload that file in the Firebase server. So after this here, so what here we will do now, that we will check that if there is something is null or not. So simply write text utils, then not equals to. So here before this we need to define some strings, yes guys, for so simply write string, and it will be name equals to name et dot get text dot to string. And so is now I have declared, I have created all the strings. So now we can check that if text utils dot is empty, and then here we will pass the name. Then after this, let me copy this code, because we will copy it and then paste it. So after this, simply paste it and paste it, then paste it. So again paste it. So no, not this time. So remove the last one. So guys, now after this name, here we will change it to age, then bio, then website, and the last one is our email. And then here we will check that the image URI is null or not. So simply write image URI equals to not equals to null. So in that condition we will proceed. So what here we will do, the first thing, that progress bar dot set visibility, and we will make it visible, yes guys. And now after making it visible, we need to write that final storage reference, it will be reference, then equals to storage reference dot child, and child will be system dot current milliseconds. It will save the file with the current, the current time of that seconds. It will be saved as the name of that image. So after this, simply write add, then a dot, then again we will add, and now here we will write that get file extension, get file ext, and inside that we will pass the image URI. And guys, so what it will do, that it will determine, it will just get the extension of that file. And after this we need to write here is upload task, and it will be equals to reference dot not put bytes, it will be put file, and it will be image URI. So after this here, first of all we need to retrieve the URI for retrieving that image, because in the because all other videos that are present or available on YouTube, so they are using get download URL. So this method is old. So if you will try to retrieve images with get download URL or get upload session URI, then you can save that image in Firestore database or Firebase database, but you cannot retrieve that image. So for retrieving that image, you need to retrieve the URI. So for this we need to write task, then here simply URI, and then we will write URL task, and after this upload task dot continue with task. And now you can see that continue with task, and after this here we will write new, then again continue task snapshot. So you can see that we have got a method that is showing that task snapshot throws exception. So what here we will do is that we need to remove this line, return null, and instead of this line here we will write is if task dot is successful, then if the task is successful, then we will throw task dot get exception, and then semicolon. So after this, just after this one bracket, we will here return what, we will return the reference dot get download URL. Yes guys, so this is the change method, this is a new method how you can get the download URL. And after this here we need to write dot add on complete listener. Simply write add on complete listener, then new, then on complete listener. So now here we got the method, and just after this add on failure listener, new, then on failure listener. So after this simply write semicolon here. So now you can see that we are able to get the URL. So now inside this on complete listener we will simply check that if task dot is successful, not get exception this time, we will write is successful, then we will retrieve the URI. So write URI download underscore URL, or download URI. You can write anything you want. Simply write task dot get result, then semicolon, and now here we can proceed because now we are able to get that URI from our server. So what we need to do here is that first of all, when our upload, I mean where our image, when our image is uploaded successfully, so here we will simply, what we will do is we need to create a map, and that map will save our data. So write map, then angle brackets, then string, and we will give it name profile equals to new hash map, and then semicolon, and after this write profile dot put, and we will give it name, then that string name. After this again we will write profile dot put, and here we will give age, then that string age, and after this profile dot put, and we will give bio, then again bio, and then profile dot put, and this time we will give email, then email, then again profile dot put, and this time website, and then last is our URI. So simply write profile dot put, and this will be URL, then download URL dot toString. So it is basically a URI, but we will save it as a string in our database. So after this simply write document reference dot set, and we will set this profile, and then after this here we will write dot set on click listener add on complete listener. So when this will be, so simply write add on success listener, then new, then on success listener. So guys, now you can see that when our data is saved successfully, so after this write add on failure listener. So in case if we got any failure or problem, so we can show a toast message. So when this image is uploaded successfully, then we are creating this map, so that map will save that data, and when this data is saved successfully, then our progress bar, I mean the progress bar we are using, we will make it invisible, set visibility invisible, and after this here we will show a toast message, toast, and it will be data profile created, and then the user will go to simply control plus C, then go back, and here paste that line. So the create when the profile is created successfully, then user will go directly to show profile activity. Yes guys, oops, oh sorry, I'm doing mistake. So create profile activity, and then user will go to show profile activity. Yes guys, so when the image is uploaded successfully, and our data is saved in Firestore, then user will be able to go in the show profile activity, and here we will show a toast message that creation failed. We can simply show that failed message. Yes guys, and now inside this on failure you can also show a toast message, but I don't think we need it. So after this you can see that this is the if statement which we are using for checking that it is null or not. So in its else condition, what we will write that we will simply write toast dot all. We will show a message, all fields required. So all fields are required, and then after this here what we will do is you can see that all fields are required. So it will show a toast that if there any of the field is empty, then it will show this toast. And before running this app, so I think now our coding part is almost complete. We are not doing any mistake, everything is fine. So it's time to run this Android app, but before running that, make sure you have given internet permission in your Gradle build. So I have given it, you can see, and I will run this app in my emulator. So now you can see that our app is running pretty fine, there is no error. And if I will click on this button show profile, so we will go to the create profile activity, and here when I will click on this image view, so you can see that we are able to choose any image. So I will choose this one, and now you can see this image view, and after this I will give name Rajan Sharma, and then I will give age 20, then bio that I am a Android developer, and then after this I will give my email that Rajan Sharma, just auto suggesting Rajan Sharma at gmail.com, and then website www.codesphere.com. It is not a real website, it is just a demo. And after this, when I will click on this button save profile, so you can see that our progress bar is visible, and now our data is uploading in our server in our database. So we have to wait because we are uploading. So you can see that our profile is created successfully and we came on this activity. It means that our app is working pretty fine, and it's time to go to the Firebase storage, and this is a Firebase storage, and I will refresh it, and this is Firestore, and I will refresh this one also. So after refreshing it, that we will be able to see the data it is saved. So you can see that there is a folder it is created of name profile images, and inside that you can see that this 1587, this is the current release of my PC, and this is a extension JPEG, and this is a image that we have chosen, and this is our Firestore database. And here you can see that our profile is created successfully. This is a collection user, this is a document profile, this is age, name, email, website, and URL. Everything is fine, everything is working pretty fine. But one more thing that I want to show you guys, that before running your Android app, make sure you have changed your Firebase permissions, because in my previous videos that my viewers are commenting that the data is not inserting, that data is not saving. So I'm showing you because this is the most important factor when it comes to saving data. You can see that this is my rules and it is public. It means that anyone can access my database storage, and when I will go in this Firestore rules, so it is for that 30 days, for 30 days anyone can access my database. You can see that it is a timestamp, and it is available for 30 days. So this is the important thing. So now we will go back to Android activity, and now in this activity we need to retrieve that data. So how can we retrieve it is simply, let me close this, and now here what we will do is that we need to go to show profile, and here we will simply, what we will do is create profile, and after this we will simply do is, let me copy this lines, and then go to show profile, then paste it here, enter, and after this again, so now copy these two lines and then go to show profile activity, then paste it here, and it is showing collection because I have pasted these lines in the wrong place. I have to paste them inside set on create method. So now you can see that we have given the reference, and there is also a reference for image view. So simply write image view equals to find view by id. It will be r dot id dot, and this time we will give that sp. So now we can find that image view. So as here also we have not given the image view, so simply go to show profile and click on this image view, then we will give an id image view underscore sp. Done. Then close this one too, and now here we will simply write is image view sp. Yes guys, now it's fine. So after this, here what we will do is that we will use on start method. So it will basically, what it will do that when the activity is launched, then it will check that if there's some data exists in our database, then we will go directly, it will directly retrieve that data. So write on start, and you can see this method, it is showing here. So inside on start, we need to write that document reference. So here we will write document reference dot get, not set. This time we will use get because we want to retrieve data, and then we will write add on complete listener. So simply write add on complete listener, then new, then on complete listener. So after this, dot add on failure listener, new, then on failure listener, then simply semicolon, and inside it we will check that if there is some data exist in our database, then it will automatically retrieve the data, or in case if there is no data, then it will show those that no user exists, no profile exists. So simply write if task dot get result dot exist. So if there is some result, some data exists, then what it will do that it will simply retrieve that string. So simply write string, and here we will write name. This will be task dot get result dot get string, and that string will be name. So guys, one more thing, that make sure that same string you have to give that you have given in the create profile activity. So if you will give some another, then it will not retrieve. Yes guys, so you can see, make sure that this is the same email, age, bio. That's why I have to make this all small, because it will be easy to write. And then after this, you simply need to copy this string, then control plus C, and then paste it, because we need 5 strings. So let me paste it, and then after this, here we will simply change this to age, and its string also will be age, then bio, then email, then website. And then after this, here we need to one more for our URL. So simply write URL, and this will be URL, and this will be website. This will be email underscore result, because I don't want to confuse things. That's why I will write result, because this is our result. So I just want to make it easily understand. So simply write result, then here also name underscore result. Yes guys, it will be easy. So this time change it to bio result. Yes guys, Now it is easily understand that you can understand. Yes guys, so now what we will do that if there is some data exist, then here we will simply use Picasso dot get dot load. So here we will load that URI and it is URL. Then after this dot into that image view. Yes guys, so it will drive that, it will set the image in our image view. And now for our text views, that we have to do is simply write text view name equals to, so I just want to make it easy, so let me go back, and here we will declare some variables for our text view. I mean we have to declare 5 variables, so simply write text view. So as now we have 5 edit text and we have to give its reference inside on create method. So right, so as now we have declared and we have given all the reference. So after this, here what we will do is now we can fix that. So simply write name et name. So is now what is the mistake that we are doing here is yes, it is name et, it's fine, no mistake. So write name et dot set text and it will be name result, and then age et dot set text, it will be age result, then bio et dot set text, it will be bio result, and then email et dot set text and it will be email result, then website et dot set text, it will be website web result. So is now you can see that we have fixed all the text view, and what it will do that it will simply retrieve that data if there is some data exists. So it will show, or else it will show that toast message no profile exists, no profile exists. Yes guys, it will simply show this toast message. So after this, now it will retrieve the data. So when the user will open, whenever this activity will be open, then it will directly retrieve that data. So in case, let me check, we will run this Android app, and you can see that our Gradle build is running. So guys, there is one more thing that we need to go directly to this activity if there is some data exists. So what we need to do is that so guys, for this we need to go to main activity.java, but before going in main activity.java, what we need to do is simply copy some codes, and that will be Firestore, these two lines, copy it, then go to main activity.java, and then here we need to paste it. Oops, paste it, and after this again go back in create profile, and then copy this one also, and after this what we need to do is simply paste that line inside main activity.java. And so guys, here what we will do that when this show profile button is clicked, so we will check that if there is some user exist or not. So what we will do is that simply for this we need to write document reference dot get, then dot add on success listener. So on complete listener, so you can see that it is showing here, and then after this here I will write that if task dot get result dot exist. So if there is any user exist, then we will go to the show profile activity directly. So copy this line, intent, control plus C, then paste it, then else if there is no user exist, then we will go. So let me delete this code. So if there is some data exist, then we will go to class show profile class, and if there is no data exist, then we will go to create profile. When I will run this again, so you can see that data is still retrieved, but I just want to make sure that it is working absolutely pretty fine, because we can't give so much time. So you can see that our app is working fine, and when I will click on this button show profile, so you can see that we directly came to this activity, and our data is showing here and image is also loaded. It take a little bit of time, but it is just because of the internet speed. It depends on your internet speed. So you can see that our app is working pretty fine. And if I will go back to this database, and I will delete this collection, and the collection name is user, and after this, when I will click on this button delete, so what it will do that now when we will click on this button show profile, so we will go to, you can see that this is a create profile activity. So our app is working fine, but now after this we will code that floating action button. So go back to show profile here, and then here what we will do is simply we need to declare a variable for floating action button then we will give its reference inside on create. So simply write floating action button, not Firebase Storage. It will be floating action button equals to find view by id r dot id dot floating action button sp show profile, and then simply give it reference. So guys, what here we will do is that when this button is clicked, then we will go to our show profile, I mean create profile activity. So simply write floating button dot set on click listener method, then new, then on click listener method. So when this button is clicked, then what we will do is that we will simply show intent. So let me copy this code, because yes, it is fine. So what we will do here is that this is our show profile activity. So write show profile, and we will go to create profile. Yes guys, and it is working absolutely fine. Now go back to this create profile activity, and here we need to do is we will use on start method, and inside on start we will check that if there is some data exist or not, because when the user will click on this button edit, so what we need to do that we need to make the user able to edit data. How can you edit data when the data is retrieved in that text view? So simply write on start, and you can see that this is our method on start. So here after this, let me check this. You can see that this is a show profile. Go in show profile method, and then simply copy this code from here. So after copying this, control plus C, go back to create profile activity, and here we need to paste it here simply. So paste that code, then okay. So as now here what we need to do that so is instead of this edit text, the sorry text view, we will give our edit text. So write name, et name, and then et age, then et bio, and then et email. So then after this et website. So it will automatically set that text, and image view is also fine. So let me change this show profiles activity. So make it create profile, and now there is no error in our app. So what it will do that when the activity will be started, so if there is data exist, if there is some data exist, then it will automatically retrieve in that edit text and image view, and you will be able to edit that data. So it's time to run the Android app and see is it working or not. So let me run this Android app, and you can see Gradle build is running, and now our activity is launched successfully. And so guys, we have deleted our collection that I have created, while tutorial. So if I will click on this button, then we will go to create activity. So now you can see that we are here in create activity. So I need to give some data, so simply click on this image view, and now I can choose this image, and then I will give some name, and then age, then I am a Android developer, and then email, then website, and after this guys, when I will click on this button save profile, so you can see that this is our progress bar, and it is now visible, and it will be invisible when our data is saved successfully. So now it is in progress, and you can see that our data is saved successfully, and we came on this activity, and we also retrieved that data. You can see that it is showing here, and when I will open this Firebase console and I will refresh this page, and this is storage also. So when I will refresh this page, and after this, when I will click on this image, so you can see that this is the second image, and this is the image that we have selected is this. So you can see that it is uploaded successfully, and when I will go to Firestore, so you can see that our data is saved successfully. That's this is the same data that we have given. So after this, if I will click on this button floating action bar, so you can see that we came here in this create profile activity, and with the data is looking absolutely fine, and we have retrieved the same data. You can check that name, age, bio, and URL, everything is looking fine. And when I will go back, and after this, now when I will again restart this Android app, and I will click on this button show profile, so we will directly go to, you can see that this is our show profile activity, and here our data is retrieved successfully, that image is also retrieved successfully. So as you can see that our app is working pretty fine, and there is no mistake in our Android app. So for source code, you can get this tutorial source code on Instagram. You can follow our page CodeSphere on Instagram, where I will provide the source code of this tutorial. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, and please press the bell icon so you will never miss any update. Thank you for watching.